Congress is back to work this week, and the schedule is packed. They will try to finish work on the federal budget now that leaders have agreed on a top-line spending number, $1.59 trillion. Capitol Hill correspondent Erik Rosales joins us now with the latest.
Good evening, Tracy. The nearly $1.6 trillion budget for 2024 is ironically the same amount in the Fiscal Responsibility Act, which was negotiated by former House Speaker Kevin McCarthy and President Joe Biden last summer. Congress will have to vote and send it off to the president's desk by January 19th or pass yet another continuing resolution to avoid a partial government shutdown. Some say it's a good start.
I do believe it will help us avert a shutdown. I've always said, we must cut spending, we cannot default on our previous debts, and we cannot shut down.
In a statement, Mike Johnson hailed the agreement, quote, "This deal does provide us a path to 1, move the process forward, 2, reprioritize funding within the top line towards conservative objectives, and 3, fight for the important policy riders." The budget includes $886 billion in defense spending and $704 billion in non-defense spending. Democratic leaders Chuck Schumer and Hakeem Jeffries say they won't accept any, quote, poison pill policy changes, including pro-life provisions. But some conservatives, part of the House Freedom Caucus, are lining up against the agreement. Members wrote on X, quote, "It's even worse than we thought. Don't believe the spin. Once you break through the typical Washington math, the true total programmatic spending level is $1.658 trillion. Meanwhile, the Senate continues to negotiate policy changes to stop the record flow of migrants at the border. Congressman Chip Roy says Speaker Johnson should force that issue.
If you can't shut down the border, then shut down the government. And the whole point of that is to say, guys, we need to get your attention. You need to come to the table. You cannot continue to do what you're doing.
Let's remember Speaker Johnson faces a shrinking majority in the House. He only has a 2-vote majority after several Republicans decided to retire. That doesn't give him a lot of room to maneuver. At the Capitol, Erik Rosales, EWTN News Nightly.